Today, I want to take you back to the past and show you the most incredible thing ever made by man, the action replay. Before we had Minecraft mods on the PC giving us the ability to change textures, and after the game Genie and the game Shark, we had action replay. Particularly in this video, I want to talk about the GameCube version. When I bought this, it came in a crappy box, so I made a cover for it and a cover art just for the heck of it. You insert the CD into the console and the memory card into the memory slot too. You have an interface where you can choose different games, add new codes, and write down the codes. In order to find codes, your best luck is to look on the internet. www.arcentral.com is a great source for GameCube codes. Even though they advertise for the next gen consoles up there, that's some false advertising. They don't have codes for those consoles. You can also find codes on the official Code Junkies page, but the codes are quite lame. So this is the official Code Junkies page. Let's see what kind of codes they have. Okay, here's the master code for Ocarina of Time. Let's see, Japanese text, English text, max hearts, infinite magic, infinite rupees, all swords and shields have quiver, have golden gauntlets, have all quest items, 99 gold skeleton, blah blah blah. Have Deku stick, infinite Deku sticks, always flaming Deku stick, have Deku nuts, infinite Deku nuts, have bombs, infinite bombs, have Sorry, I fell asleep there. It seems like they are marketing Action Replay as a device that lets you beat the game easier. Infinite this and infinite that, unlock this and unlock that. I think I should just show you the potential of the Action Replay rather than just talking about it. So you choose the game you want to play, then you choose what codes you want to activate, then you just hit start and swap the Action Replay disc with the game you chose. So here is Super Smash Bros. Melee in action with some replay. There's a code that allows you to access this boring looking but interesting debug menu where you can activate anything you want. So now we have access to things like this test stage where all the platforms and surfaces were tested. We can pause the game, zoom way out, and even turn the camera all around because of another code that's been activated. It turns out we're inside a symmetrical panorama of a cafe. Cool. Imagine those people in the background. They can actually say, I was in Super Smash Bros. Melee. In the background, on a stage that's not even in the game, unless you have Action Replay.
Ready? Go!
Guys, this is the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Seriously, they look retarded.
This is my awesome winning pose.
At least he blinked though. Also, with the unrestricted camera, it is finally possible to see what stages look like from behind. So here it comes, the moment of truth. This is what Hyrule Temple looks like from behind. Action Replay also allows you to play as Giga Bowser, but who cares at this point? Now, let's have a look at another game. How about Super Mario Sunshine? I want to introduce you to this incredible thing called Moon Jump, allowing you to jump as high as you want. Although the moon jump in this game is kind of odd because Mario keeps bouncing, and I don't know why it's called Moon Jump. Do you jump like on the moon, or do you jump to the... Holy Rhino Splooge! I can see my house from here! Okay, this is strange. And this is even stranger. There's also a code where you can hold L and R while entering a new area or starting the game, and it takes you to this test stage. They have tested hills, steps, and rejected breakable blocks. I heard there was a rejected enemy with giant legs in this room, but I can't seem to find it. Then there's this guy who doesn't have much to say. Oh well, doesn't beat Zelda 2's I Am Error. Maybe it's Error. I also happen to have Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on my collector's edition disc, but I don't have that many codes for them. In Ocarina of Time, I can make Link huge and make him really small, although his collision box stays the same. But if you go to first person mode, you can see things from a rather big perspective. And of course you have the moon jump, so you can try reaching the moon with it. In Majora's Mask, I pretty much only have a moon jump code, so I can jump past areas that load a new part of the town and see how things look like when not everything is loaded. Have fun with that, and you can still try reaching that moon. Oh look, now it looks like I'm jumping on the moon.
One step for a man, a giant leap for mankind.
Then we have Zelda The Wind Waker. In this game, I have a code that gives you an infinite length hookshot that grabs onto anything. I believe this code is available in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask as well, but I never found it. Just like Super Mario Sunshine, you can access some test areas like this white house here. You can access a dungeon looking area that never appeared in the game, but this place is fully textured and everything, so that's interesting. Then we have this E3 version of Outset Island, where we can find a few differences despite the black sky. We have these plants blocking your way instead of some trees, but the biggest difference is this one house which is just completely different. I tried entering the house, but then I got stuck. Great. Okay, here comes a bro tip. If you get stuck in the game, but the game doesn't freeze, you can hit the reset button to restart the game without losing your codes from the temporary memory. I also have a code that makes you run really fast, and one that makes your boat really fast. On to the next and most likely final game, we have Twilight Princess. Again, I have the infinite hookshot and the moon jump code. Good stuff. So often you can use moon jump to skip certain parts of the game. If you're a cheater, not recommended. But for the heck of it, let's jump over this fence.
You mad, physics?
Now, let's have a look at some more exciting codes. So, there is my horse smoking some weed, just chilling. I exit the area, and then I enter the area again while holding L and R. Now my horse turned into a rejected enemy. It's a quite well developed enemy and looks pretty cool. But I guess they rejected it because it was simply too easy to defeat. Just shoot 3 arrows at it, and it freezes. That's pretty much it. So, let's move on. Sweet elephant jizz, what's that? Well, it's the rejected enemy from a few seconds ago, and think about it, it's practically my horse. But it doesn't seem to respond to anything. You've been injecting a lot of heroin, haven't you? Now, let me show you some cool things you can do with the code that lets you use any item anywhere. You can hang from any ceiling like Spider-Man. And if you go out on the balcony, you can first shoot this wall and then down on the town square, and voila! You're now on the town square, but now you're able to freely move the camera around. That means we can have a look at this nice Triforce fountain from behind. Here we go, the moment of truth. This is what Triforce looks like from behind. And look how amazingly detailed these characters are. Wow! Well, there's nothing to do here. Flying kangaroo come, what's going on? Okay, this is madness. There's one more thing I want to show you. I present to you, not making a reference here, walking on water code. Now, look, I don't have anything against... And there the game freezes. Now, there are 3 seriousness levels you can reach when the game freezes. Number 1, resetting the game keeps all the codes activated. Number 2, resetting the game deactivates all the codes. And number 3, you can't reset at all. Well, that is what you can do with Action Replay. It's amazing, but I think the way they advertise Action Replay is an understatement. Just have a look at the official advertising. With Action Replay, you can give yourself infinite lives, infinite health, access all levels, have all vehicles, and more. Now, look at all the crazy things I've shown you in this video. Does this text attract you at all? Action Replay is a device that lets you have fun with your games and get the most action-filled replay value from them, hence the term Action Replay. It's not just a lame cheat device for people who don't feel like legitimately beating their games. Action Replay can be much more than just a cheating device. This is a great product, and I think not even code junkies themselves are seeing the power of it. The problem with this version of Action Replay though is that it's really hard to find and it's practically out of production. However, they have a newer version which sucks, because you can't add your own codes. So if you want an Action Replay for GameCube, I recommend looking for the older version. But you should notice that this version only works on the GameCube console and not the Wii with backwards compatibility. The thing is that the new version works on Wii and it has every GameCube code that Code Junkies ever made, but they all suck and you can't add third-party codes which are actually good. What a piece of crap! Just stay away from the new version and find the old one on eBay or something. Oh, and one day I'll probably also have a look at the Action Replay for the DS. Till then, good luck finding the old version of this thing.